Hello.
Yo. What's up, Justin? Trying to get some people in here. Join the Discord, Justin. For free inventory builder.
I brought my puppet into Target and they found the receipt and showed it to the owner. Story time about how I got catfished by my best friend. Disclaimer, this is not my story time. My now ex-best friend and I hung out almost every single day. We were super close. Let's call her Natalie. Natalie and I would sometimes get into drama and her mom didn't like this. Considered me a bad influence on Natalie. But honestly, the drama was coming from both sides. Natalie and I had a group chat with one other person. One day, Natalie sends me a message through the group chat saying that she couldn't be my best friend anymore and that she's really sorry. She really didn't explain why, though. I was crushed. She had been my best friend for so long. 3 weeks ago, I noticed that someone added me on Snapchat by search. I didn't really think too much about it. I added them back, and we started having a conversation. She was a young girl my age, and we started having conversations about boys we had crushes on, school, and lots of other things. I asked her to send me a picture of herself, and she said she couldn't. That should have been the first red flag. Then we decided to meet up at the mall. I wait for her at the mall, but she never shows up. Part 2 is up. Story time about how I got catfished. I'm at the mall waiting for this girl to show up, but she never does. Disclaimer, this is not my story time. Like I said before, this girl told me she couldn't send me any pictures, so I didn't even know what she looked like. That's when I started suspecting something. We got along so well in our Snapchat conversations, it was almost too good to be true. So of course, I decide to call her. And guess who answers? Natalie, with her new friends who she knows that I hate. At that moment, I realized that she dumped me and then got with these new girls that she knew I hated. Of course, I was furious. I wanted to say something, but before I could, Natalie hung up the phone. And of course she did. She knew I was going to go off on her. Well, I start calling Natalie's phone several times, and she doesn't answer. Then I see that she unadded me off Snapchat and blocked me. So now I have no way of getting in contact with her. I spent weeks talking to this girl only to find out it was my ex-best friend catfishing me. So, of course, I drive all the way to Natalie's house and her mom answers. Part 3 is up. I'm at the mall waiting for this girl to show up, but she never does. Disclaimer, this is not my story time. Like I said before, this girl told me she couldn't send me any pictures, so I didn't even story time about how I got catfished.
Yo. I came back and craft
I'm sorry, Petey. I guess it's just not funny anymore.
Yeah, Jake Crush, bro. Real.
I'm sorry, little one. Didn't ever think it was gonna come to this.
Hello?
Yo.
Yo. What's up?
So,
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. That's what I get. Well, guys, who's next? I'm sorry, Petey.
what's your username on Discord, bro?
Just Sticks.
Oh,
Like it's Just
I
Sticks,
now
but
got
then
over
with
200.
nice.
the call sign. What's this?
Can you pick up as much as you can?
Wait, let me drop some stuff back. Oh.
I'm sorry, little one.
I can build something for you later in your base if you want.
Okay, bro.
Exodus, do you want some fish? Lay down. Up. Speak. Can I get a good boy, stay.
Why did you kick me?
Because, bro,
My dude. Alright.
you got yourself.
Alright, you stay right there.
Yeah, I wanted to drop some stuff
This
back.
is your patience training
Sure,
because
bro.
of TikTok. You are gonna stay right here. And you can have it when I say those magic words. 3, 2, 2.5, 2 and 5/8, 2 and 3/6. I am so proud of you. You are such a pristine gentleman. And you get all of these gifts all the time because of the people at TikTok, and they like you for it. And they get to watch how cool and awesome and very patient you are being trained. You have it. 3, 2, 1. Good boy. Oh, on the floor again. Come on, this is why I have to clean all the time. Exodus, do you want some fish? Lay down. Up. Speak. Can I get completely out of there?
Yo, what's up, You got lucky.
Also, why do you miss me? I'm right here. Dad's eyes flew open. Mom asked me to leave the room, and then a few seconds later, I heard them fighting. You named our daughter after your girlfriend? Get out! Get out! A few moments later, Dad came rushing out with a bag in his hand, and when he saw me, he hugged me. I'll come back for you soon, darling. Before I could say more, he was gone. He never came back for me. I felt heartbroken, and Mom cried for weeks. Mom, you can change my name if you want. I know it makes you unhappy. No, Eva. Nothing about you could ever make me unhappy. You're my perfect.
Best custom GTA jobs to play with your friends. Marduk. Neptune, 8th planet from the sun. A mystery now. We hope to have close-up photos from Voyager 2 in 1989.
We do have them! Miss Silver.
It's Tuesday, Lisa. Taco Tuesday.
Oh. Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday!
Hey man.
Yo.
Neptune, 8th planet from...
And then...
So what are you giving away?
I'm giving away weapons and melees, bro.
Whoa! It doesn't even make sense in slow-mo. Whoa! You have a wonderful son and you can't even appreciate him. Alfie, let's pack our things and go now. Grandma and I moved into the farmhouse. We woke up at dawn the next day. Grandma said, back to what we love doing the most. We potato heads are gonna keep growing the most delicious potatoes, tomatoes, and carrots this country has ever seen. I hugged her. I could feel another happy and peaceful summer coming on. Everything was going great, but since there was a summer drought, we needed more water for irrigation. For that reason, we had to dig a new irrigation well. Grandma called in a favor from a guy by the name of Jay. He seemed nice. He would come the next day to drill the well and
Potatoes,
let us pay him
MOG
back after the
potato.
harvest. Jay and his crew arrived early in the morning, picked the best spot for the well.
Yeah, bro.
Then they started drilling. After about 5 hours, I started getting concerned. How much longer is this going to take?
We have to dig deeper to reach the water, Jay replied. This is going to be an artisan well. That means we won't need a pump. Water will naturally flow up to the surface. We should hit the aquifer any second now. Before he could say another word, 2 crew members started yelling. When we turned around, we saw the water that was shooting out of the hole was pitch black. What I thought were shouts of panic were actually screams of excitement. We had struck oil. You heard that right. I said oil. We found oil on our land while looking for water. The thing I remember most from that day was Jay hollering with joy. It's a blowout! You're rich! Filthy rich! To secure the oil rights, you have to let the government know. So we started the big one. Inspectors surveyed the land and found a large oil deposit underground. So we signed a contract. The government would handle drilling arrangements and make regular payments to my grandmother in exchange. According to the inspectors, the well could last 90 years of production. Grandma would make millions of dollars off the oil well. We felt like we'd hit the jackpot. Grandma bought a beautiful home by the water. We were going to spend the summer there together, and as
Sam, you
potato
here.
heads, we would continue growing potatoes and other vegetables in our backyard. Our veggie garden turned oil field made it on the news. It was exciting at first, but then like, you have a wonderful...
Nicholas, bro, join my thingy if you haven't already. Join my Discord. I'll put it in chat right now. Unless it's still already there.
Coming, bro.
Damn, I didn't do it yet. Let me get a Discord and invite, copy link.
Woo. If I join your Discord, could I also get a stack of traps?
Yeah, bro.
If you have any. URL.
Just join it.
Yeah, and the next time you call me a sex offender, make sure you put registered in front of it. You whack motherfucker.
My way or the highway. My way.
Yeah.
Man, I have retarded ass friends. Like, I swear, this one time my friend literally hooked up his Xbox in the middle of class. Like, how fucking savage can you be? To hook up your Xbox in the middle of class, proceed to go to Minecraft, and just start talking. Then the teacher sent him to the fucking main office, and he didn't even give a shit. He just said to the principal, class is boring as fuck these days. Then I grabbed the controller, and I started building the house. Right in the middle of me building the house, the teacher was like, get the fuck off and go to the main office. And everyone was like, oh shit, because she said a fucking cuss word. Like, how are you going to be a teacher but say a cuss word in front of the whole fucking class? And I was like, oh, main office? And she was like, yes. I'm like, alright. So when I go to the main office, it's okay for me to tell the principal what you just said. And she was like, sit down. I was like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. She couldn't do much. Next thing you know, my other retarded ass friend gets up. Man, I have...
Said I'ma make bail tonight. I'ma go sell, I might.
Sent a join request.
What are you doing, Sebastian? I'm about to cook a sausage. What are you doing? I'm coloring an egg. Duh, what are you doing? I'm trying to get the alpaca to do the dance. Duh. What are you doing? I'm trying to fit in the dog kennel. What are you doing? I'm eating grass.
I did too.
I'm trying to make friends with the spider. What are you doing? I'm getting chased by a sheep. What about you? What are you doing? I'm licking rocks to rehydrate myself. What are you doing? I'm trying to see if the sheep tastes like last night's dinner. What are you doing? I'm trying to do the dance you taught the alpaca. You're so weird. Mom, Stefanina, Lena, Pina, Tuna, Lena, Ina is being weird. Kids, can you just be normal for once in your life? Honestly, you're so embarrassing. What are you doing, Sebastian? I'm about to cook a sausage. What are you doing? I'm coming.
What's the cringiest channel on TikTok?
LOL.
Bebop and Baby. It's basically a pageant mom who dresses her 8-year-old daughter up
What's
in
the fuck?
adult-themed clothing and makeup and makes the most off-putting content.
Is this in the background? LOL.
I don't know, bro.
What the fuck?
On TikTok. Yo, something about this ain't right, man. Yikes.
What's the
You could
cringiest
do that.
channel on TikTok?
Bebop and Baby. It's basically a pageant.
But then Brian knocked on my window. Gosh, this was so romantic. And when I opened it, he was looking as handsome as always. He said, hey,
Thanks,
it's okay
man.
if you don't want to see me again, but I need to know why. I couldn't hold it.
Have a good day.
Of course I still want to see you. I love you more than anything else. Brian asked, so why did he send me that text? That's when I told him how the hoe, Sarah, had filmed us last night, and that she was extorting me with the video. Brian said, yeah, that sounds just like her. But I'm gonna move into my own apartment next week. You can move in with me. Then you're far away from your parents. I said, you want me to live with you? And he responded, yes, I would love to do that. But there is one condition. I will continue to see other girls, because I'm not ready to be in an exclusive relationship with you for the rest of my life. And I will also continue to see Sarah. Of course, I would have preferred to have Brian all for myself, but I loved him so much that I was willing to compromise. 1 week later, I moved in with him. But just the next day, Sarah came by. She was dressed as always, wearing a super short dress, looking like a hoe. She said to me, "Hey, sweetie," and I responded, "Oh, you must be tonight's guest." We all sat down on the couch, with Brian in the middle between us. We were watching a movie, but I couldn't enjoy it. The hoe was constantly cuddling herself against Brian. 20 minutes into the movie, she even sat down on his lap and made out with him. If that wasn't bad enough, Brian took my hand and put it on her leg while kissing her. And that's just how the night started. The next morning, the hoe was gone. But I got an SMS from my dad, which said, "We found a USB stick with a video of you and some guy. You have sinned and need to come back home now." But I didn't care what my parents thought of me. I had Brian, and he was all I needed. Life was good. Well, at least until he told me that Sarah was going to move in with us for 2 weeks because her parents had kicked her out. I said, okay, but if she stays for more than 2 weeks, I'm going to move out again. The first night sleeping in the same bed as Sarah was terrible. She complained, "Why is the air conditioner so strong? I'm freezing in here." Then Brian explained to her that I was allergic to my own sweat, so we needed to keep it cool. Of course, she started giggling and said, "Really? So how do you take a shower?" I said, "I don't take showers. I clean myself with powder." That's when she bursted out laughing and said, "Oh, that's why you smell so bad." Gosh, I hated her. But then Brian knocked on my window. Gosh, this was so...
Big Booty Gang, what's poppin'?
Good with y'all boys, man. Y'all boys know I had to come to y'all with the latest, you know what I'm saying?
Johnny? You're human and I'm a monster.
What was the name of your first pet? Are you having any nothing and better, obviously? Correct.
What is your age?
I'm 16. I thought these questions were supposed to be hard.
Dude, I've been in these questions for 2 years now. Yeah, it can't be right for yours to be that easy.
Bro, these niggas hit me in the parking lot, bro. We about to be paid. Play that, bro. Play that. You already know the vibes. Boy, what the? You lying? No, y'all hit me. Y'all hit. What is he doing in the front seat? Oh, my. I saw you hit them, bro. Not you again. No, bro, they hit me, bro. Look, he crying because they know he did it. Are you serious? Bro, these niggas hit me in the parking lot, bro. We about to be paid. Play that, bro. Play that. You already know the vibes. Boy, what the? You lying? No, y'all hit me. Y'all hit. What is he doing in the front seat? Oh, my. I saw you hit them, bro. Not you again. No, bro, they hit.
I'm ruined. I have nothing left except Spider-Man.
One day Spider-Man will pay. I swear on my father's grave, Spider-Man will pay. Thank God for you, Peter. You're the only family I have.
If only I could cause you the pain that you've caused me. First we'll see who's behind the mask. To look into your eyes as you die. Please. No. It can't be. I'm ruined.
Condoms. Let's see them.
Excuse me?
Let me see the condom you plan on putting on my quarterback's wing.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Holy shit! Put a baby in me, please.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm in love with you. We have a really great life together.
Zip it, psycho! Find another famous person's life to ruin. Get out! Get out of my house!
Jesus. The world's a dangerous place we're in.
Yeah.
Until you learn how to live in it.
Fine. What else do I need to know, huh?
Condoms. Let's see them.
Excuse me?
Let me see the condom you plan on putting on my quarterback's weenie.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Holy shit! Put a baby in me, please.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm in love with you. We have a really great life together.
Zip it, psycho! Find another famous person.
Apparently you can eliminate The Rock easily just by hiding.
and they will be here shortly. Okay?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because you've broken the law. What you've done is illegal.
Yeah, now I'm panicking.
Don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
But was you panicking when you was here to meet the child?
No, but I'm going to lose my job now.
No, the police have been called, and they will be here shortly. Okay.
Hey, where you headed, bud? Gonna look for Frank.
No, you really don't have to. Is Frank missing again?
Hey, he's coming off a smack bender.
Has Frank been here today? If he does show up, can you make sure he gets home safe, okay?
Light the altar candles first.
May I call the police?
No. Call an ambulance.
I don't feel very good.
Just burn down with me on our last few tries of it.
Hey, where you headed, bud? Gonna look for Frank.
No, you really don't have to. Is Frank missing again?
Hey, he's coming off a smack bender.
But then my future...
We made Diosa's heels break during a catwalk in front of a large audience. Instead of just removing the broken shoes and walking barefoot like we expected, the idiot tried to keep walking with the broken heels and ended up breaking her feet. She couldn't walk for a month. The second one was the old dye and shampoo trick. Diosa's hair was bright green by the time she came out of the bathroom. And the third one was the best. We knew she was wearing undies and wasn't going to be totally embarrassed, so we set up a hidden fan in a way that blew away her wraparound dress while she was catwalking. She was wearing a short gown inside, but was still mortified. There was absolutely no way to trace these pranks back to us, but once Diosa accused us of the pranks, our parents believed her as usual and threw us out of the main house. We were relocated to the guest house in another building, but still in the same compound, so Diosa could have the whole mansion to herself without any disturbance. After this occurrence, it became very clear to us that we could never win over our parents. We weren't interested in the modeling industry anyway, so it was fine. There was no need to keep trying to please people who couldn't be pleased, so we decided to focus on ourselves and our careers. I was very good with tech stuff, and decided to start...
Bro, what is that, man?
You never show me attention. You're always playing that stupid game.
Yeah, I'm grinding.
Well, why? No one's even gonna follow you.
They will when I hit this trick shot.
No, they won't. You suck.
Oh my god, I just hit that.
You never show me attention. You're always playing that stupid game.
Yeah, I'm grinding.
Well,
This is Charlotte.
Am I the a-hole for kicking my brother-in-law out after he referred to himself as the father of my child? Let me explain. I'm a 30-year-old female and my wife is a 29-year-old female. We welcomed our son into the world a year ago, and both of our families are very accepting of us, but my wife's family has this weird obsession with passing on the family genes. So this made adopting out of the question very early on. My wife and I always wanted to start a family, but things got difficult when my wife found out that she was infertile. We knew that her family would be understanding, but I am terrified of pregnancy. My biological mom died in childbirth, which has led me to believe that I wouldn't hold a pregnancy very well. After a few months of brainstorming, my mother-in-law suggested that we do IVF.
using my eggs, my brother-in-law's sperm, and let my wife carry the baby. Even though I was skeptical, I gave in because the plant hit all the marks. Her family got to pass on the genes, and my wife and I got to start a family. Plus, I didn't want to carry the baby. We went through extensive counseling and therapy to make sure everyone was on the same page and could handle it, and everything went great. My wife loved being pregnant, aside from the morning sickness, and we were overjoyed to welcome... Am I the a-hole?
Do it yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, that didn't even hurt that bad. Yeah, it shouldn't hurt that bad. It's a needle. Yeah, my throat's closing. It's 10 seconds, right?
I did.
That was not 10 seconds.
That was 10 seconds. Do it yourself.
Just do it. Just do it. Oh, that didn't even hurt that bad. Yeah, it shouldn't hurt that bad. It's a needle. Okay. I'm gonna... Hey.
Hi.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
When did you become a traitor to your race?
Get out of my way.
Oh, no. Look at that. Don't tell me this is a half-coon baby. Oh. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, man? Oh, let's go. I get the money. Tell me what happened.
Shane, my dad took us.
I'm gonna be right here.
I'm scared. Sir, I need you to be scared.
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be here, sir. Is she okay?
She was in surgery. We've been looking for these assholes all night.
I sure hope she's okay. Shut the fuck up. Shut up! No, the internal bleeding was a lot worse than we thought. She's gonna be okay. Watch her. But the trauma was too great. I've been... Hey!
Hi.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
When did you... Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1.
I got 69!
I got 84.
How many years did you get, Ollie?
I got 1,000. No way, you're joking, right? No, I'm not joking.
Oh my god, Ollie, you're so lucky.
We gathered here today in honor of and to remember the beloved life of President.
What would you like?
I'll do that.
Sweetie, why do you look so down?
You don't even look older than me. Don't call me sweetie.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Thank you. Can I get a...
Black coffee?
One black coffee, please.
Hey. The usual?
Sure.
Hi again. Excuse me? She's working somewhere else now, sweetie.
Are you guys ready?
Got news for you. You're not fucking taking my children, you vicious fucking cunt. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Not fucking taking my goddamn fucking kid, you hear me? Fuck you.
My lawyer said that you're going to prison for 20 years, Jordan. 20 fucking years! You're never gonna see the kids again!
I'm not gonna see my fucking kids again, huh?
Don't you...
I told you I'm taking away from you, fucking bitch! You're not gonna stop me! You're not gonna stop me! Got news for you. You're not fucking taking my children. Got news for you. You're not fucking...
I really don't know why I keep watching this when I know it's gonna happen. I really don't know why I keep watching this when I know it's gonna happen.
My math test, and she went all bonkers on him. You must be my daughter's math teacher, because you even look
like a moron. And what do you even teach here? Top 10 tips on how to suck at math? Mom pushed the math teacher aside and started solving the problems on the board. The teacher tried to snatch the marker from her, and the kids started shouting, "Fight! Fight! Fight!" The principal called security to drag Mom out, and I was the laughing stock. Then one day in 7th grade, I went with Mom to the supermarket, and I saw some people outside the shop with cameras. They were shooting for a TV show. This was freaking awesome. As Mom was busy shopping, I sneaked out and joined the crowd. But the female lead was a terrible actor, and she couldn't even faint for a scene. After the 79th take, when the director shouted, "Action!" I jumped in and fell to the ground. Everyone rushed in to check on me because they thought I'd actually fainted. See? That's how you faint. The whole crew went, "Wow." Even better, my math test. She went to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing on my boyfriend, and this is how it went.
Sorry, no. Excuse me? Do you mind filming a TikTok for me? Yeah, wait for my phone. I got you. Moving for batch? Yeah. Thanks, man. Hey, wait, go. Wait, I need my phone, bro. Bro, I need my phone. Bro, I need my phone. Give me. Excuse me? Do you mind filming a TikTok for me? Yeah, wait for my phone. I got you. Moving for batch? Yeah. Thanks, man. Hey, wait, go. Wait, I need my phone, bro. Bro, I need my phone. Bro, I need my phone. So I tricked the internet into thinking I was fearless and gained over 185,000 followers in one night. I'm a faceless YouTuber known as
Kennedy hurriedly took out the football in the shopping cart. It's back, but Coach Jones isn't here to ask for the ball. Instead, he invited Kennedy to be his
Her mom met my dad in London when she studied piano at university, and they got married and then had my older sister Susie. They moved back to the States so mom could work on her career, and then had me. Then ruined. But at least I had my best friend Max. He never visited me at home anymore because once Susie had put so many chilies in his food, he ended up in the hospital. I didn't tell him about my hands, but he could tell I was bummed out. So he took me out for ice cream that evening. As we were walking back home, he suddenly turned to me. You have ice cream on your nose. Do you mind if I? Saying that, I moved closer, and my heart started beating music from memory, and everything a bit faster. What was he doing? He didn't kiss me, and I ended up slapping him really hard. Not my freaking alien hand again. Oh, Max, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to. It's just, No, I should have asked you first. I'm sorry. Saying that, he ran off. I felt so terrible. A couple of days later, I was looking for him everywhere to apologize, and I found him making out with some girl in the music hall. It was none other than freaking Susie. Oh my God, Max! Why are you kissing my sister? What are you? Please, I can kiss whoever I want. You missed your chance. Not to me. Oh, you obviously deserve more than that. Whoa. Easy there. He's my boyfriend, and we've been dating for a whole day now. Susie, you know he's my best friend. Why are you such a jerk? Jerk? You're the jerk here. Always wanting to take away my happiness. I'm not going to let you do it, Megan. So keep your paws off him. Saying that, grabbed his hand and stormed out of the music hall. She just wanted to take away everything from me, even my best friend. Days passed and I focused more on my music. In 10th grade, I had a chance to audition for a spot in the best music academy in the country. I was super excited for it. I reached the venue an hour early, but as I was waiting for Mom backstage, Susie called me on my cell phone, and she was crying hysterically. Megan, you have to hurry. Mom met with an accident on the way to you, and she's in a hospital now. Which really think I'd believe her, but I called Mom 10 times and she just wouldn't answer. That's when I started to panic. So I quickly hailed a cab and rushed to the hospital. Halfway through, I suddenly got a call from Mom. Honey, my phone was on silent and I didn't
job.
How safe are these x-rays?